Why not?
All right, I'm here with Chris Price. This is BPMster, the artist of the tempo. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, this is just a formality because we've been hanging out with Chris for the past hour, more or less, while he gave an excellent presentation about Last FM and about the state of affairs in the radio business, which is a very interesting angle, I think. And I was most fascinated about your story, or I should say the tangents that you had to share on the personalization and visualization of the radio.
Yeah.
I think visualization is probably the biggest challenge for the people in the business, but what I'm observing is that visualization will merge the radio and the television together. What is your feel on that?
Yeah, I'm not so sure that it will. I think visual radio and TV are two very, very different things, and I think if in making visual radio you're trying to make TV, then you're probably getting it wrong. Oh yeah, please do. Yeah, of course. Visualization, I suppose, is about opening up the secrets of radio, rather than just trying to make something that can compete alongside TV. TV is what it is, and
but do they perceive you as competition indirectly or directly?
TV.
I mean, you guys are in the media and you're after the same marketing dollar.
Well, yes, we are. We're all going after the same money. That's true. It's where you're going after it, I suppose. I mean, there is some kind of simulcasting of radio that happens on satellite or digital TV. So in that sense, you're competing in the same space. Most of the competition is happening online, obviously. You're filming stuff that happens in a studio and then putting it online, and that's really, really important, especially for youth radio. If you record a session, for example, let's say, good example of that. Who was it? Somebody came into the BBC recently and recorded Carly Rae Jepsen. I can't remember the name of the. It was Ben Howard. Ben Howard recorded a session for Radio 1. Did this very kind of dark and dismal version of Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe, and the number of views
controversial.
I mean, but the views that got on YouTube were insane. But it's absolutely imperative for a station like Radio 1 to be putting that stuff up on YouTube, because if they don't, somebody else will.
But it's all about recurrence, like you said.
Well, yeah, exactly. Which is how the Live Lounge covers thing works. That's why because live music is a difficult thing to get across on the radio as well. Which is why so much of the focus is actually taking, so much of the visual focus is around live music. Young audiences tend to perceive live music as just a slightly rubbish version of the song that they really like. Whereas if you can provide a visual element to it, or you can provide some unique, compelling song, you've got artists covering songs that they wouldn't normally cover, but a song that people have heard of, that kind of thing, then that's pretty engaging, and people want to see it as well as hear it.
Very interesting. Thank you for these thoughts. What do you feel was your biggest exciting challenge in transitioning from the MTV type environment, where you obviously prospered, to FM, to Last FM?
Well, the obvious absence of a playlist was something quite new. All of the media that I'd programmed up to that point, radio and TV, the playlist was the kind of the start and finish of everything you do. You have this Wednesday afternoon meeting where you sit down and you listen to music, or you watch videos and you decide what you're going to put on the playlist, and then that's the beginning of your week, and then it all just goes around. Obviously, with Last FM, it's personalised internet radio. You have as many different radio streams as you have listeners, so there is no playlist, there is no editorial. That's been.
So it's like an open canvas in a way.
Yeah, I mean it's total freedom, but an interesting challenge to kind of get your head around that and find new ways of working and how to kind of structure what we do. We've recently started a new platform on Last FM called Originals, which is a video programming hub, original music programming filming sessions, live events, that kind of thing. So I suppose that in a sense is a form of editorial, showcasing artists that we feel deserve attention, but then making it a very sort of embedded part of the Last.fm discovery engine by surfacing this video content onto the Last.fm artist pages. So that's probably been my main preoccupation since I started in the last sort of 6 months is building this new platform and trying to make it a very content-rich experience and feeding this content-hungry beast so that people come back and there's always new content for them to engage with and share.
What do you think is the biggest obstacle that Last.fm needs to overcome?
Obstacle.
What do you think is one thing that would make a typical Last.fm user more receptive and easier to retain and more enthusiastic about going around and advertising you to other people?
Well, one of the it's interesting you phrase the question in that way because shareability of Last.fm's content is something we need to work much harder at. And it's something we are working very hard on at the moment, so there'll be some, I can't announce them.
I think you're doing a great job, but you know the market better.
We could do better. To be honest, we could do better. Last.fm could be a much more visible presence in social media, Twitter, Facebook and so forth. And as I say, we're working on some really new and exciting things that's going to help us do that. Too soon to announce anything now, but shareability of Last.fm is a big focus for us this year and next year.
Well, good luck to you and power to you.
All right, thanks, man. Cheers.
Thank you very much.